AudioBooksTube is glad to produce, publish, and offer. This will shift you to a parallel reality. Be careful. By Sage D. Esotreasure. Have you ever felt that there's more to life than what meets the eye? Perhaps something beyond what your mind can grasp at first glance. Imagine, for a moment, that everything you perceive, the colors, shapes, people, and events, is just a small piece of a much larger puzzle. This idea brings us to the fascinating concept of parallel realities. Parallel realities exist in this very moment, as you live, breathe, and make choices. With every decision, every thought, you align with a version of yourself that already exists. Just as television channels coexist, even though you can only watch one at a time, different versions of your life are simultaneously unfolding. They're there, waiting for you to tune into them. But what determines which version you're currently living? You might not be aware of it, but the frequency at which you vibrate, the thoughts you dwell on, and the emotions you feel, functions like an invisible remote control. It subtly chooses your current experience, even without your conscious awareness. Yet, the moment you become aware of this power, you can change the channel, adjust your perception, and access new realities. So, the real question is, are you living the highest and most fulfilling version of your life? Or is there a reality more aligned with your true dreams and potential, waiting for you to discover it? Today, let's explore how parallel realities work and how you can begin accessing the ones that resonate with your true essence. What might seem like mere imagination or coincidence is, in fact, a map to other versions of yourself. These versions are ready to be lived, simply waiting for you to shift your perception and choose to engage with them. The concept of parallel realities may sound like science fiction, but it's closer to our everyday life than many realize. At its core, a parallel reality is just another version of the same universe, existing alongside our current one, like alternative timelines. Every choice we make, every thought, every action, creates a branching, a new possibility. These versions of reality are not far away or separated by vast distances, rather, they are happening right now, simultaneously, at a different vibrational frequency. To grasp this, think of a television set. On a TV, you can tune into Channel 1, Channel 2, or any other channel. All of these channels exist at the same time, but you can only watch one at a time. Similarly, all parallel realities are available right now. However, you are tuned into the one that you're living. But just like changing the channel on a remote, you can adjust your perception to shift into another reality. Science, particularly quantum physics, has long hinted that reality may not be as solid as we once thought. The many worlds theory suggests that with every decision, the universe splits, creating a new reality where the opposite choice was made. This isn't just a theoretical concept. Experiments with subatomic particles have demonstrated that they can exist in multiple states at once, a phenomenon called superposition. This leads us to think that reality itself might work in a similar way, with different versions of the same events existing until our perception defines them. It's important to understand that these alternate realities aren't distant or part of some future time. They exist right now. They are available to you, here and now, like options on a menu, waiting for you to access them by shifting your vibrational frequency. The reality you're living is shaped by your vibrational state, which is the sum of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. When you change your vibration, your reality can shift as well, sometimes suddenly or drastically, depending on the degree of change. Aligning with a parallel reality doesn't involve physically traveling to another dimension. Instead, it's about adjusting your energy to match the frequency of that reality. At every moment in your life, you stand at a crossroads of infinite possibilities. However, because we're so deeply immersed in a single perceived timeline, it can be hard to recognize that in other realities, different versions of ourselves are experiencing alternate outcomes. With every thought you think, another version of you is making a different decision. That version of you is moving in a different direction, experiencing another sequence of events based on the choices or beliefs it holds. The key to understanding parallel realities lies in the concept of frequency. Your personal frequency, determined by what you think, feel, and do, is what tunes the reality you experience. And here's where the magic happens. You have the power to change your frequency. By shifting your beliefs, altering your perception, and adjusting your emotions, you can change the reality you're tuned into. Once again, science offers us a glimpse of how this works. Quantum physics teaches us that everything is energy, and all energy vibrates at different frequencies. This includes our thoughts and emotions. When you raise your vibration to a higher frequency, whether through positive thinking, gratitude, or meditative practices, you begin to resonate with a reality that matches that energy. This explains why people who start practicing meditation or other forms of raising their vibration often experience rapid and significant changes in their lives. They are, in essence, changing the channel of their reality. In this way, each parallel reality is like a scene in a film, already set and ready to unfold. It's waiting for you to choose it. At every moment, you're subtly shifting from one reality to another, much like a movie that moves frame by frame. The difference is that you can influence which sequence of frames you experience by adjusting your vibration. But how do you actually do this? How do you align your frequency and tune into the version of reality you want to experience? To answer this, we need to dive deeper into how our vibration works and how we can use it consciously. As mentioned earlier, everything in the universe is energy, from the largest celestial bodies to the smallest subatomic particles. Everything vibrates at a certain frequency, and as human beings, we are no different. Every thought we have, every emotion we feel, and every action we take emits a specific vibration. This vibration is like an energetic signature, resonating with the world around us and shaping the reality we experience. When we talk about parallel realities, what really determines which one you're tuned into is the vibrational frequency you emit. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you want to listen to a specific station, you have to adjust the dial to the correct frequency. Similarly, the reality you experience right now corresponds to the frequency you are vibrating at. If your frequency is low, marked by negative thoughts, fears, anger, or resentment, you'll be tuned into a reality that mirrors that low vibration. However, when you raise your frequency by fostering positive thoughts, practicing gratitude, and engaging in conscious actions, you start to align with a reality that reflects those higher qualities. Vibrational frequency is the foundation of your life. That's why you often hear phrases like "you attract what you are." Your vibrations act like a magnet, pulling people, circumstances, and events into your life that match the frequency you're emitting. Therefore, the life you're currently living is a direct reflection of the vibration you maintain. It's empowering to know that by shifting your vibration, you can change your reality. The process is gradual, like turning the dial on a radio. The more you practice adjusting your thoughts and emotions to higher frequencies, the more you will notice changes in your surroundings, changes that align with the higher version of reality you wish to experience. So, how do you begin the shift? Start by observing your thoughts. Are they predominantly positive or negative? Do they empower or limit you? Next, pay attention to your emotions. Are you holding on to feelings of resentment, fear, or anger? If so, those emotions are anchoring you to a lower vibrational reality. By consciously choosing more empowering thoughts and releasing negative emotions, you can gradually raise your frequency. In conclusion, the power to shift realities lies within you. You are not bound to a single version of life. Countless possibilities are available to you at any moment. Through conscious effort and a willingness to explore your inner world, you can begin to tune into a reality that resonates with your highest self. Every thought, every emotion, and every decision is an opportunity to align with the life you truly desire. The reality you seek is already here, waiting for you to access it by simply adjusting your vibration. Have you ever thought about how the energy you emit influences the world around you? The situations you encounter are not just random, they are reflections of your inner state, your vibration. Once you truly understand this, life starts to make more sense. But what controls this vibrational frequency? It boils down to three elements: your thoughts, feelings, and actions. When your thoughts consistently focus on something, whether positive or negative, you are sending out energy that matches those thoughts. If your emotions are often linked to fear or anxiety, you maintain that lower vibration in your life. Your actions, which stem from your beliefs, continue to reinforce this vibration. It's a feedback loop. What you think, feel, and do feeds your vibration, and that vibration, in turn, shapes the reality you experience. Here's the key: changing your reality doesn't mean creating something from nothing. Everything already exists in parallel realities. As we've discussed before, these realities coexist. The trick isn't to invent a new reality, but to tune into the one you want. But how do we do that? The answer lies in perception. When you change how you perceive the world, your vibration naturally shifts. Why? Because perception is the filter through which we interpret reality. If your perception is rooted in fear, scarcity, or doubt, you'll keep attracting experiences that reflect those beliefs. But when you choose to shift your perception to a more positive, optimistic one, believing in possibilities and cultivating trust in the future, your vibration changes. As a result, the reality around you begins to transform. Changing your perception is a powerful practice, but it's not always easy. Our thought and emotional patterns can be deeply embedded, making it hard to adjust our vibrational frequency. This is where meditation plays a vital role. Meditation offers a chance to slow down and observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we meditate, we connect with a deeper silence, which calms the mind and aligns our energy with higher frequencies. Meditation isn't just about relaxation, it's a way to reconnect with your true essence, beyond daily distractions and fleeting emotions. Through meditation, you become more aware of your current vibration, and from that place of awareness, you can start to shift it. Meditation is, in essence, tuning into a higher frequency, one that resonates with peace, clarity, and purpose. With consistent practice, it can radically transform how you interact with the world, allowing you to experience realities that align more closely with your desires and intentions. As you begin working with your vibrational frequency, you're not just opening yourself up to more positive parallel realities, you're also taking conscious control of your life's journey. Every small adjustment you make in your thoughts, emotions, and actions brings you closer to a new version of your life, a higher version aligned with your true potential. But how do we start using this knowledge practically to align with the realities we want? It's essential to understand that aligning with parallel versions of yourself isn't an external process, but an internal one. All these realities already exist. The process of alignment is about tuning into the version of yourself that's already living the reality you desire. Think of it this way: within you, there are countless doors, each leading to a different version of your life. The keys to these doors lie in your beliefs, emotions, and intentions. When we talk about parallel versions of ourselves, we're referring to the infinite possibilities that your life could take. These aren't just hypothetical, they are actual, parallel dimensions, coexisting alongside your current reality. If you're enjoying this audiobook and finding value in the content, we kindly ask you to take a moment to subscribe to the channel. A large portion of our listeners and viewers haven't subscribed yet, and by doing so, you'll help us grow and continue bringing you more high-quality audiobooks. Your support means a lot to us, and it's just one click away. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay connected and never miss out on our latest releases. So, what defines which version of reality you experience? It's your beliefs and how you feel about them. If your beliefs are limiting, if you think something is impossible or out of reach, you will tune into a reality that reflects those limitations. But when your beliefs expand, When you start to accept that the impossible is possible and that reality is more flexible than it seems, you begin connecting with versions of yourself that live according to those truths. Emotions like gratitude, enthusiasm, and trust act as fuel, propelling you toward realities where those emotions are common. For example, let's say you want to manifest a new career or a healthier relationship. A version of you is already living that reality. To tune into that version, you first need to acknowledge that it already exists. This concept might feel abstract at first, but here's where the power of beliefs and emotions comes into play. If you feel that what you desire is distant or that you are undeserving of it, the frequency you emit will be out of sync with the reality you want. However, when you start to visualize yourself in that desired reality, perhaps a version of you already thriving in your dream career or enjoying an ideal relationship, you begin to shift something within. Visualization is not just a mental exercise. It sends a signal to the universe, aligning your vibration with that reality. Over time, repeated visualization, combined with feelings of trust and positive expectation, helps align your energy with the parallel version of yourself already living that experience. While visualizations are powerful, they must be paired with the power of intention. Intention acts like an internal compass, directing your energy toward what you truly want. When you set a clear intention, whether to find your life's purpose, improve your health, or attract prosperity, you're essentially telling the universe, I'm ready to align with the version of me that already has this. Intention is the starting point for the entire manifestation process. Another key element for alignment is the daily practice of raising your emotions. Gratitude, in particular, is a powerful way to create a stronger connection with your parallel versions. When you wake up each day and feel gratitude for things you haven't yet experienced but know exist in a parallel reality, you strengthen your vibration and establish a deeper connection with that version of yourself. Gratitude acts as a bridge, helping you move toward the version of yourself that is already living what you desire. But remember, the secret is to feel as though you are already in that reality. When you embody that feeling, you energetically align yourself with it. These practices, visualization, gratitude, and meditation, work together to create clarity and strengthen your connection with your inner self. Meditation not only calms the mind but also allows you to access a field of infinite possibilities, where all versions of yourself coexist. In this stillness, you begin to understand that you are not separate from the realities you desire. They are within your reach, waiting to be accessed when you adjust your vibration to match them. In essence, what we're talking about here is learning how to use your perception and energy to consciously choose the reality you wish to experience. Just like a radio station doesn't cease to exist simply because you're not tuned in, the other versions of yourself are always present. They are available for you to access whenever you decide to shift your focus. As you move forward, keep in mind that this isn't a process of sudden, drastic change. Rather, it's a gradual realignment, a tuning of your inner frequency. The more you practice adjusting your vibration to higher states of positivity, gratitude, and intention, the more you will notice changes in your external world. Small shifts in perception, emotions, and beliefs lead to larger shifts in reality, bringing you closer to the life you truly want to live. By recognizing that your thoughts, feelings, and actions directly influence the reality you experience, you become empowered. With that awareness, you can consciously shift your frequency and tune into a higher version of yourself, one that already exists, waiting for you to claim it. The concept of parallel realities may seem abstract, but once you fully grasp it, you begin to realize that realities don't just disappear because you're not experiencing them. They are always there, waiting for you to align your internal state and tune into them. Every reality you desire already exists, and it's just a matter of consciously shifting your energy and thoughts to connect with the version of yourself living that life. When you begin to align consciously with the parallel version of yourself, you unlock a profound truth. You are constantly navigating between realities, whether you realize it or not. Every moment presents the possibility to move into a different version of reality. While this process may often happen without your awareness, the true power lies in doing it deliberately. When you consciously choose the reality that resonates with your dreams, goals, and intentions, everything changes. Now that you understand the connection between parallel realities and your vibrational frequency, the next question is how to apply this knowledge practically to change your reality. The process is much simpler than it seems. It starts with small, daily adjustments, and over time, these shifts create significant transformations in your life. The first step in this process is to develop a heightened awareness of your thoughts and emotions. Your beliefs, feelings, and habitual thought patterns are the keys to shaping your vibration. And your vibration is what determines the reality you experience. Begin by observing the thoughts that regularly occupy your mind. What are the thoughts you repeat every day? Do these thoughts align with the version of yourself that you wish to become? Or are they keeping you stuck in a less desirable version of your life? By simply becoming more conscious of these patterns, you can start to choose thoughts that elevate your vibration. Raising your vibration is essential to sustain meaningful changes in your life. This involves cultivating positive emotions on a regular basis. Even simple practices, like writing down 3 things you are grateful for each morning, can significantly raise your vibration. Gratitude is a powerful force. It helps you connect with versions of reality where there are even more things to be grateful for. The more you practice gratitude, the more your energy aligns with positive realities. In addition to gratitude, visualization is another powerful tool you can incorporate into your daily routine. Take a few minutes each day to vividly imagine the life you desire. But don't just think about it as if it's some distant possibility. Feel it as if you're already living that reality. This act of embodying the feeling of your desired life creates a resonance between your current vibration and the version of yourself already experiencing that life. Visualization isn't merely a mental exercise, it's an energetic one that trains your mind and energy field to vibrate in harmony with your intentions. Meditation is another practice that can support this process of alignment. By meditating, you calm the mind and create space for clarity and higher vibrations to emerge. You can also engage in any activity that brings you joy or a sense of well-being. These feelings naturally raise your vibration and move you toward realities that reflect more of that joy and positivity. The beautiful thing about this process is that it's already happening. You are always creating and recreating your reality, even if you aren't consciously aware of it. But once you start paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and intentions, you gain control over the remote control of your life. You can choose which reality you want to tune into. Every small change you make, whether in your thoughts, perception, or vibration, is a step toward a better version of reality. And the most exciting part? That version already exists. It's waiting for you to choose it and align with it. Your perception of reality shapes your experience, and your beliefs determine what you see as possible. When you start to expand your beliefs and see yourself as worthy and capable of living your desired life, the universe responds. You begin to move into a reality where that life unfolds naturally. The power to change your reality is always in your hands. You don't need to wait for external circumstances to shift or for some future event to happen. The choice to shift your reality is always available to you right now, in this moment. The key lies in your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy. By consciously raising your vibration and aligning with the parallel versions of yourself, you can live the life you've always dreamed of. This journey is ongoing, and it's one that continually offers opportunities for growth and expansion. Every moment offers a chance to tune into a new version of yourself, one that is more in alignment with your dreams, values, and higher purpose. Thank you for joining me on this journey of exploration and transformation. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to take these ideas into your daily life. Practice raising your vibration, aligning with your true desires, and consciously shifting into realities that serve your highest good. And remember, you have the power to change your reality whenever you choose. If you found this message helpful, I invite you to share it with others who could benefit from it. Let's spread this knowledge and help others realize their power to create the reality they desire. And don't forget to leave a comment sharing your own thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Together, we can support each other on this journey of self-discovery and conscious creation. Copyright 2024 by AudioBooksTube. Thank you for listening. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel grow new videos on a daily basis.